Welcome to the show, everyone. We're going to have a great show today. We're live on Facebook, so I do want to say hi to everybody out there. I'm going to go in right away with networking with everybody out there. I have with me Tim Oshlin, and he is the owner. He's also the CEO of Home Life. Welcome back to the show. You've been on several times. Listen up, everyone, because number one, he's going to save your roof. That's number one. We're going to talk about our most favorite subject that everyone loves to talk about, which is roofs. So, look, welcome to the show. Tell everybody a little bit about yourself and what you do and why that's your favorite subject.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me back on, Carol. I love being here. It's a great show. Hello, audience out there. My name is Tim Oshlin. I am the CEO of Home Life and Home Life Roofing. One thing about me is that I'm just an old farm boy from Missouri, and I've been out here for 40 years, and I've owned several homes, and it just it seemed over the years, one thing that nobody ever wants to talk about, because we live in a state where the sun is out 300 plus days out of the year, is their roof, and what the sun is, Mother Nature is doing to the roofs here, even in the state of Arizona. And I saw an opportunity to help people, because the roofing industry has become, I'm not saying there's not good roofers out there are, but for the most part, it just seems like that nobody's really satisfied with the kind of customer service that they're receiving with this trade.
Well, you actually said that roofing is an art. It's an art form, ladies and gentlemen. Where else but on Networking Arizona are you going to learn that your roof should be done by a specialist who knows what they're doing, not to go with, let's say, the lowest quote that you get. You've stated some pretty amazing things before you came on here, because you've seen it all.
Yeah, we've seen it all, and one of the things that, we're not the lowest cost every single time. We've actually lost bids to homeowners, and we have been very, very fair, but it seems like a lot of the times we get a phone call back because they went with the absolute cheapest price, and whether they weren't licensed, bonded, and insured, very, very important, or whatever it is, or they've used older materials, or all of a sudden, the homeowner said, hey, I've got a new roof, but it looks like my penetrations are old. They didn't change anything on my fascia board. They didn't fix any of that. They didn't do all the stuff they were going to say, and now guess what? I can't get a call back. They're gone. And, and so when we started Home Life, it was started on the premise of necessity of my own, with my own roof. My wife and I, our kids are now, they're on their own now, and so we downsized to a smaller home in the Biltmore area with an older roof. And you know what? Several years ago, I called a couple of roofers out to give me some quotes on helping me save my roof, and everybody said it couldn't be saved, and I proved them wrong.
That's the cool part, is that not only did he prove them wrong for yourself, you're doing it for everyone here in Arizona today. So, first of all, you want to go up onto their website and check them out. It's going to be WeSaveRoofs.com. And I would say to you, please write this number down, because I know you hear this information, and I know a lot of people, they put it on the refrigerator and go, oh, yeah, I got to check into that. Put the number in your phone. It's 480-569-5753. They work statewide. They are A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. They're licensed, bonded, and insured, and they do both residential and commercial statewide. They're here to save your roofs. That's all you do, is save people's roofs.
Oh, absolutely not. We save them a ton of money as well.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
See, and because when they're saving your roof, they're saving you money. And how do you do that?
With the necessity for my own roof, when we bought our new home, and it seems like nobody knows the age of their roof anymore either. So, but I was told it was a 15+ asphalt shingle roof, and my first monsoon hit, 4 months after we had moved into our new home, and the next morning I went to go clean up all the debris around my house, and I had to stop and I had to take a video of the amount of granules that were around my whole home. And as a homeowner, I'm just sitting there going, hey, you know what, my roof is falling apart. But I got up there myself, and my roof still looked in really good shape. I'm like, even for its age. So I started on this journey to find something that will help me save my roof, give me a few more years out of it. Even if it was only 3 or 4 years, I was gonna be happy with that. But I found a product called Go Nano that will actually extend the life of an asphalt shingle roof by 10 years.
By
It's
10
remarkable.
years, it's amazing. So he wants you to go up onto his website, which is wesaveroofs.com. Check this out, because you're all about educating people on this. This is what people don't know about it. You know, you had to do a lot of research on it. It isn't something that you could just go out and buy, right?
That is correct.
So, you know, you have to check this out by going onto his website, which is wesaveroofs.com. So, okay, the other thing that we wanted to talk about, which is what you said earlier, is we save people money. RSA, what is that?
Okay, well, real quickly, when you go to wesaveroofs.com, I want you to go to the Go Nano section and look in the before and after pictures. And then if you would like to know more about Go Nano after seeing that, please give us a call. Matter of fact, we got a little special offer for you here at the end of the show. But what we've also done is I put together a program to really, really give back to the customer. And the RSA, that stands for Roof Savings Account. So if you give us a call, we will send out one of our NRCIA inspectors, roof inspectors, certified with the NRCIA to do a inspection on your roof and give you an unbiased verbal report. If we need to give you also a report for your insurance company and go through that process, will help you every step of the way. If your roof qualifies for our proprietary and patented Go Nano Roof Solution product, which costs about 20% of what a roof replacement is going to cost you, we will give you 50% of the cost of that Go Nano solution, that roof rejuvenation, and we'll put that credit into what's called the roof savings account. So when your asphalt shingle tiles or your roof actually comes to its end of life and actually needs replaced, you're gonna have a substantial credit there towards your new roof.
And I think what you really want to explain to people too is you don't just become the roofer that came on and did that. You're with them. You're with them all, even afterwards.
100%. So if we can save your roof, we're gonna give you a 10-year warranty on that roof, and then you're also gonna have that, let's say a new roof is gonna cost you $25,000, and we can save your roof for $4,000, you're gonna have $2,000 roof credit in your roof savings account, okay? Both the 10-year warranty and the roof savings account both transfer as well if you're gonna sell your home, which is excellent. It stays with the roof and the new homeowner.
Has anyone ever done this for anyone?
No, not that I know of.
Not that I know of either. So what you're hearing here, this is something that's special that we have right here from this man in Arizona, because we need it. We'll tell them about, okay, one of the other things that you wanted to talk about was where you're from. You have freeze, then the cycle, freeze, then cycle. I want you to tell everybody what the difference is between what we have and what you had where you live.
Sure, I grew up in a small town in central Missouri, and everybody knows this, and we do have this here. It's called the freeze-thaw cycle.
I said thaw. I said then because I couldn't read my. Okay, there you go.
That's okay.
I couldn't read my writing.
You know, you go up to the White Mountains, you're obviously going to get snow. You go to Snow Bowl and go skiing. You're going to have the freeze-thaw cycle.
Now see,
now you got me doing it.
Yeah.
So anyway, you know, the freeze-thaw cycle is, you know, you get a bunch of snow on your roof and everything else, and then basically your roof, it freezes, and then when it thaws, that's causing your roof system to expand and contract, and that's what starts the breakdown.
And what happens here?
Oh, we get the opposite. We get monsoon, and then we get 120 degrees, and it goes back and forth, and it just
it destroys what you've got.
Absolutely.
But you know what? He can help you save your roof. Go up onto his website. It's wesaveroofs.com, or call him 480-569-5753. We're going to keep on going live here, okay? I'm sorry about that. We're going to do that when we come back one more time, okay? I'm sorry about that. I was like, what? I didn't know when I said it. I was
freeze
like,
them now.
That didn't, yeah. What was that? What did I just say? Okay, so we're going to be on monsoons now. What else? Wear and tear, which we're doing right now, basically.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
We'll talk a little bit more about the wear and tear in monsoon season. So
We already did this
the whole
lowest
thing is
quote.
don't wait. You know what I mean? We're going to come out and inspect for free. Give you that free NRCIA inspection. see what your roof system looks like, see what needs to be done, and we'll go from there, and we're there to help you out, so, you know, we're gonna do what we have to do.
I think that's what you wanna do is help people understand that,
They don't have to be scared. They don't have to be scared of us or their roof. They just give us a call, let us come out and introduce ourselves. If you don't like us, we won't bother you again.
well, you know,
But
a
you know
lot of
what?
people though, you help them in many ways, like for instance, a realtor, right? Somebody that's gonna buy a home, find out what that
Or
roof
help
looks
someone
like.
buy their home.
Ooh,
Right?
okay.
If you're a realtor, give us a call. We're happy to come out and again, give you that inspection on that roof. You know, give you that warranty that you need to pass along to the new homeowners.
Mhm.
You know, I mean, there's no sense in tearing off shingles that aren't done yet. I mean, that's another thing that I wanna talk about. I say, I'm born and raised, we don't throw stuff away if it's not ready to go. You
Mhm.
know, we polish our shoes, we fix it, we just don't sit there and throw stuff away.
Right.
So, you know, roof shingles are made to last a long time, but they also need to be cared for like everything else.
Would you also maybe explain what the difference is between, let's say, people get inspectors, right, and they pay for that, for the realtors, and when they're gonna buy a home and all of that,
Mhm.
what the difference between, let's say, having you come out and do that,
All we inspect is roofs.
yeah, exactly.
That's all we do day in and day out. We don't do whole home inspections, we keep it to the roof system.
Right, I think that's a
We're
good idea too
professionals,
to
yeah,
talk
we're
about.
professionals at just doing roof inspections and roof repairs, and that's our whole process.
Okay.
We start with the inspection.
Right.
At the end of the day, the worst thing that I hate telling homeowners is that your roof does need to be replaced because it was not maintained properly.
Well, who knows to maintain a roof, right? They don't know that you should do that, number one. Most people don't. Do you want me to kind of tell them now about the goodie bag that you've got for them?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, let me ask you a question, will that get us a bunch of people that just want a goodie bag?
No, I doubt that. I mean, you might not get, it's just a goodie bag, right, you know?
Right.
But, I don't know. I mean,
It is what it is. If
Yeah.
they call, we get to go out
no, I
and talk
don't
to
think
them.
so. I don't know. Here we go. So welcome back, everyone. You know, we were talking at the break to Facebook Land, and I was asking Tim a little bit about the difference between, let's say, an inspector, because a lot of people who are gonna buy a home are gonna have their homes that they're gonna buy inspected, or the realtor, if you need somebody who's gonna be an inspector for you, they're the people to call. What's the difference between what you do and what another, like, let's say, home inspector would do?
Okay, well, when we, Dorlise and I bought our home, I was asked by a realtor if I wanted a certified home inspector or if I wanted a contractor. And believe it or not, I asked for the contractor. I said, I want somebody that knows the bones and how to build a house and get in here and really know what they're doing. Not that the other inspector wouldn't know that at all. But at the end of the day, he missed quite a few things because he was busy doing a whole home inspection. Alls we do is roofs, that's it. We look at your roof system, we always ask permission, and we start in the attic, because the attic is where we're gonna find the new leaks and the old leaks. Most roof inspectors, they'll give you a free roof inspection. They go up on your roof, they're there for 30 seconds, and then they come down, and I would say 99% of those people tell you that hey, your roof is shot, you need a new roof.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of what has really disturbed me about the industry for many, many, many years, is, you know, as my whole field operations unit are all NRCI certified inspectors. I've all put them through the same program that I put myself through, because at the end of that, we take an oath, and that oath is to give an unbiased roof report to the customer and say, this is really what's going on with your roof. And so that's what we like to do. And so we just stick to what we know, we stick in our lane, and you know, we just want to help people understand and educate them that there is, like anything else, if you take care of your roof system, it's going to last you so much longer. If you avoid having someone come out like us, and hey, it doesn't have to be us. You can call anybody as long as you trust them, and get them out there and just have it done, because at the end of the day, like anything else, if you don't change the oil in your car, one day your car is just simply going to stop running. And that's the same thing with the roof system. It's all put together to work together as one unit to keep you in your whole structure of your of your home in one piece.
Right. And a lot of people just don't realize that this is something that we should be doing, is maintaining our roof systems, and none of us do. We all get worried. It's, you know, like, oh my God, I've been in my house so long and I know I'm gonna need a new roof. Well, what you should do is just call Tim. Their phone number is 480-569-5753. Go up onto the website, which is WeSaveRoofs.com, and what they want you to do is they want you to go ahead and check out the differences of the pictures that they have out there, and they'll show you what they can do and help you save your roof. What do you want to say?
Well, I just wanted to give you a couple of things. If you don't maintain your roof, you're looking at a bunch of different problems. You're looking at premature wear and tear. You're looking at higher repair costs. Decreased property value is huge. Your roof space, your decreased lifespan of your roof is going to go down. Obviously, mold and mildew are an issue. Your energy costs are going to go up, and you're also looking at major structural damage. And so when it gets down to that point, then you're really looking at some big dollars to get.
You're also looking at a monsoon coming any season, any minute, I should say it that way. It's right around the corner, and that is going to make a big problem for you if you haven't had your roof checks. How often should people be checking their roofs?
At least once a year. At least once a year. If you're living in the higher elevated, areas like Payson and Pine Top, those areas you should have it done at least twice a year.
And now what they do is they're going to start in your attic, because that is where you really find the problems. Do not wait. This is another thing that you said. Don't wait.
Yeah, there's no need to wait. I know people are scared because they're afraid of what they're going to have, or somebody's going to come out and give them a big bill. We're here to introduce ourselves. We're here to educate you on your roof system and exactly what the condition of it is. Either it's good or bad. We have a solution, and we just try to take care of you the best we can.
That solution, will you tell them a little bit about the nano roof system that you have for people? Because I wanted them to hear what that product does.
Sure. I looked at different products to rejuvenate and extend the life of my own roof. I wasn't happy with anything that I found out there, whether it was simply the product itself, the company, which I think that's always a big issue when people are looking at roofers to call. But I found this product out of Canada. They've come into the United States. They make all the product. It is now made here in the United States. And I researched them, spoke with them, and it took me 2 months to get the contracts right to even be their distributor here in Arizona. I wanted to do it the right way. I did my own roof, and literally 4 days later we had a thunderstorm. I did my roof on May 3rd of 2023, and then May 20th, I think it was the 27th, we had a large thunderstorm, and I went out and I had no granule loss on my front or back patio. It absolutely works. If your roof is getting older and you've lost all that the color in your roof due to oxidation from our sun, it actually puts the color back into your roof. It gives you a brand new look. It makes it 100% hydrophobic, so no water. The water just comes right off the roof into your gutters or into your flower beds. And it's safe for the environment.
It's something that people need to check out.
It's sustainable. You've got to understand something too, and if you don't even realize this, if you have an average size house of, let's say, 2,000 square feet, your roof's got 3 to 5 tons of asphalt shingles on there. And when they pull those off, they have to go somewhere. So you have, some people actually take them down and throw them out in our desert, which is bad. But if they do dispose of them correct way, they go to our landfills. Now, asphalt shingles, 20 billion tons of asphalt shingles go into our landfills every year, and it takes them 300 to 400 years to decompose. So think about that. Even if we can just help save our planet, even for another 5, 10, or 15 years by extending the life of those shingles, which aren't done yet, they're not ready to be thrown in the trash, that's what I think we should do.
Give them a call. That phone number is 480-569-5753. He's statewide. He's rated A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. Licensed, bonded, and insured. He's both residential and commercial. The website is WeSaveRoofs.com. roofs.com. You really want to check out those pictures because afterwards you're going to want to call them for sure, and they're going to come to you and they're going to do a free inspection for you. They're also going to bring you a roof goodie bag that has all sorts of good things in it and a tumbler that everybody's going to get as well. Tell for you, for your final words for everybody. I mean, if talking about roofs, you're the man to talk about, and you wouldn't know, but there's really so much to learn about them.
There really is, and we have over 80 years of roofing experience on our staff, and they're so much fun to talk to because people that are in that business and the trades which are on the rise. Like right now, we're hiring young apprentices right out of high school that they're deciding whether they're going to go to college or they want to do a trade. So we've developed a program to help them on a career path as well.
One thing I know about you, Tim, you're all about helping people.
We try.
Absolutely.
That's all we can do.
You are. Go ahead. For you, let's talk a little bit more about roofs a little bit more. The worst thing that somebody can do is obviously wait and not do anything. A lot of times we don't think about our roofs until what?
Until it needs repaired, until you find that leak. And,
and even then, I don't think a lot of people fix their roofs. They don't. They'll fix the leak, but that's about it.
Well, I just want to tell people, they don't need to be afraid to call us. We're not going to bite. We're only going to help. We're going to do our best to, and we will give you an honest representation of the roof condition your roof condition is in. And I think that's what holds people back is they're afraid to make that phone call because, God, when we first started in this business, I mean, I can't believe how many times we showed up at a home and we were called shysters. We were asked the question, are you guys shysters? The last guys out here were shysters. And I'm like, no, we're not going to do that to you.
Well, maybe they had a bad rap, but here when you say all you're trying to do is help people save their roofs, listen to that. That's what he's all about. Because if he can help you save your roof, and how many years is it? How many years if they can take? 5 to 10 years?
Based on the condition of the roof, it could be 5, 10, or even 15 years. I mean, even if you've had a new roof put on, our product makes it completely hydrophobic. So in other words,
it really makes sense to give him a call. It just does. And again, he's going to save your roof, and if you just have a new one, it's going to make it that much better and last even longer. That's what it's all about. Give him a call. That phone number is 480-569-5753. Put this number in your phone under reputable roofer, and you will be so happy that you did. Go up onto that website, WeSaveRoofs.com. Check out those pictures. He said once you see them, you're going to want to call him. Again, that number is 480-569-5753. Licensed, bonded, and insured to both the residential and commercial. A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. It's WeSaveRoofs.com.